How have things been with Pete?
Things have been great. I just took him to a Korean barbecue, and then we went to our favorite bar in Astoria, Queens. It's called Bonnie. It's super cool, and they have nice craft cocktails. You guys know how I feel about craft cocktails. So that was lovely. But I was talking to you guys earlier about like at the beginning of relationships how women really communicate differently and men communicate differently. I feel like that's like a valid fact that everybody knows, but like specifically with in my personal experience, I have been used to dating more like so-called old school typical men where they're more like problem solvers than emotional relationship builders.
Very practical.
Right. So, and then, because generally speaking, like if you just look at everywhere, even Wikipedia, stereotypes, yeah, like women are more emotional speakers. We communicate with emotion. We are kind of in charge of building relationship. And then the men are problem solvers. Like you said, they're more practical. Logical, yes. So with Pete, it's cool because I'm being challenged and like stretched left and right, and technically I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone.
You gotta respect those sensitive men.
He's stretching you out, huh?
Yeah, stretching me out for sure. In all
And
aspects.
with that, guys, welcome to No Filter, No Fear. That's right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. So yeah.
What an intro.
Yeah. Poe being stretched out. Yep, that's the intro you guys get. Yeah.
Anyways, but so I've been learning how to cope with what?
This guy.
I've been learning how to navigate with a more sentimental, sensual.
Hold on. I guess that's what they mean by me. I realize everybody's been giving me a comment, just like, so Daryl's, Daryl's, huh? Just like,
you're the star of the show.
Here's a
for
Daryl's
sure.
joke.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it was very clearly said and very nicely said that Victor here is the balance.
Yes.
Poe is the beauty with the brains over here of
blonde chick braids.
I was gonna say of a goldfish over there.
Whatever.
Golden retriever.
Yeah,
I definitely am.
Yeah, you got those vibes. Yeah, they're golden retriever vibes. That's
whatever.
what it is. Yeah. And I'm the wild card, so yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah, which that's my hero right there.
You're as wild card as your outfits.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I know the outfits make it, guys. I hear it all day, every day.
What do you guys
like,
think of his style?
Yeah,
you guys have a favorite one yet?
Yeah. Wait for next week.
My favorites are with the sunglasses. Those are top.
I haven't
notch.
put them on yet this time.
No.
I think
the
the bandanas.
Yeah. The bandana.
Remember, I stole your sunglasses for one of the episodes?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. I felt like you for a second. Loved it.
Oh.
But anyway, thanks for cutting me off. What the heck? As always. No, I'm kidding. But no, with the communication, like I'm learning now that, dealing with the more sensitive men is not necessarily like, oh, he's always gonna be logical. He's always going to be like this problem solver. I found myself being more of a problem solver than Pete specifically. Not to say that he's not. No. It's just he always starts with the emotional reassurance every conversation we have, and then he goes into problem solving. Whereas I was raised differently. And I've always been like a straight shooter and be like, no, this is what we need to do. You don't need reassurance. You need solutions. You need different plans of action. And I know you can relate to it because your wife is also Eastern European. So it just like learning different languages of emotion, of communication. It's been
learning emotions. Ooh, yeah, for you guys.
Like, but I mean, I think we're in a great place now, relationship wise. We've been communicating, we've been learning each other's languages, and it's been great.
Yeah, I think it's also like it's a person to person thing, but also like a cultural thing.
Yeah,
because yes, like the stereotype is that the woman would mostly be the emotive relational one and the guy would
there's a hair.
Oh, hi. And then, or the guy would be the logical,
Mm-hmm.
like problem solving, usually emotionally absent one.
Mm-hmm.
But it senses like you have the similar dynamic that I do, where it's like, because culturally speaking, like those Eastern European languages are
Direct.
very diverse in its ability to be direct in the logistics of things and the
Mm-hmm.
logic behind it. And there's a lot that goes into that. But us from like Latin cultures and like other countries in general, our languages are way better at describing emotions and describing the relational
Mm-hmm.
aspect. Like the amount of words that we have to describe just love. When in
Yeah.
English, it's one word, love, and
We
then
talked about
but
it
we have
earlier.
like
Yeah.
so many unique words for
Mm-hmm.
different types of love and different things like that,
Mi
right?
amor, mi corazón.
Um,
What else you
yeah,
guys?
cariño, and
Oh,
all
I
that.
know cariño. I like
Yeah, so
cariño.
it's like there's a lot of ways to
It's
express
so
to
funny that
specific
you
people.
like cariño.
I
Just
think it's just cute. It
how
sounds
it
very.
sounds.
Yeah.
Cariño.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And the emotion that's, I mean, and then like I look at Russian, da. Da. Like what, bro? Like what?
No, in Polish we have. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like bro, why do
Okay,
you
but
sound
don't
angry?
put Russia and like Poland together.
No,
Not
yeah.
because our like I can't speak for Russian as a language, but for instance, we say if like to relate to what you just said, if you want to say like my love, right? You can say kochanie, mój kotku, mój tygrysku. Like there's so many different
and
ways you can
I mean,
express
Russian would be too.
Yeah.
Like it's like I guess they make prekrasная princesa. It's like
Oh,
my beautiful
princesa,
princess.
yeah,
You know, it's
that's
like
cute.
to say I love
Księżniczka in
you.
Polish.
Ja тебя люблю.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it's like that's like I love you.
Well,
So
I
it's
feel
Ja
like
like
ciebie lubię.
Princesa,
That's crazy
hold on.
because in Polish it's ja ciebie lubię. It's like I like
there's
you,
a
not
lot
I
of
love you.
pronunciation in Russian that's surprisingly similar to Spanish.
Yeah.
Princesa spokojnej noche.
But where
It's
did it
good
come
enough.
from then? From Latin?
Well,
So
Polish is
yeah,
comes
so
from Latin
there
too.
is in the Slavic language there are some Latin ties into its history.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
as much, but there are some Latin ties that because I think it's like with the Slavic language, it's really a mix of like some ancient Germanic consonants with a little bit of Latin and other things like that.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Like same with Polish, we have a couple of words that are similar to yours, like egoista.
Yeah,
Same
ego.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then there's another thing. It's like, but like that tying back to what you were saying. It's like, I think that's the point of relationships is learning how your partner's backgrounds and everything influences how they're speaking. So it's like when you are hearing about a problem and you directly address, hey, that's a problem. We need to change it. This and that. But when you take it from someone who's used to talking to things from a
Calmly too,
relational,
yeah.
no, from a relational standpoint,
Oh, okay.
when you hear that, all like you're hearing on a default is I'm the problem.
Yeah,
the
she's
way
attacking me.
The me how I'm doing it is the issue, not the fact that the problem is the problem. Of course, the problem is like your
Yeah.
thinking is like no, the specific actions are not equaling to the result that we want. So it's just the practical aspect, but it's like filtering that. It comes from both sides, like me understanding where you're coming from, but
Right.
versus also you understanding how I'm going to initially take it and then maybe gearing it in a way so
Yeah.
I can digest it better. So it just improves our communication overall and vice versa. I also, like in my own relationship, learning how to like, okay, I need to address certain practical aspects so that she understands that I am taking
Serious
it
about it.
seriously and I understand the problem and that I'm not just blowing it off to try to make like I'm concerned about her feeling good about the situation, but I also have to understand actually for me to go straight into like, oh, it's not that bad, you're going to be okay is actually worse.
It's worse.
Because now you
Why?
think because they don't think I'm hearing the problem and I think I'm
You're
dismissing what the
belittling-
actual
yeah, you're belittling the problem.
urgency is behind it. So I have to
Weirdos.
actually I have to actually address like
Okay,
I was like,
okay.
wow, that's actually really serious because that can lead to this negative result that we don't want. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be okay if we can address. Now I can
Yeah,
like reassure, but
Like we don't feel like you're
but I
on our
have to-
team
I
when you're
have-
just like you're gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I always will be okay.
yeah.
Like
so
I
if I don't
appreciate you telling me
address
this,
that,
but like I don't need to hear
see
that.
what the practical problem is,
Right.
then you don't think I'm listening,
No,
right?
yeah.
So and then but vice versa. If you don't
Right.
address that like, hey, your feelings are valid,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's gonna be okay. Now let's deal with the practical problem. It's like almost you gotta flip
It's
it.
almost flip
and
side,
everyone's
yeah.
a little different on that Venn diagram. And you have to learn
I think
it.
it's awesome
Yeah.
that I'm exposed to a different type of man.
Makes you think differently.
Yeah, exactly. And just like it excels my excels, that's the word, like
Yeah.
my communication skills.
Advances success. Yeah.
Yeah, I do appreciate that I have
Builds
to like
you as a human too, because like some tasks, it's more important to like, okay, the task is important, but maybe the relationships involved in the task are more important. So if I get an okay result, but the relationships are better off because of it, that's the better result.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the task may be more important in the grand scheme of things. So like the relationship can take a little bit of a hit to get the better result because long term it's better. So it's like if you can understand both perspectives, you can make a better decision. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes, better to be single because
It's a lot that's complicated.
Well,
That is for sure.
The one thing that I did find talking to somebody was that they actually, and it was just a Latin woman. It was just like, no, you have to talk to me every day. I'm not sure if that's a whole woman thing. Or like,
well, how often do
I
you
think
see
it's
each
a
other
person-to-person
physically?
thing.
Huh?
How often do you see each other physically? Because if you're,
I haven't met her in person yet.
oh,
But
okay, okay.
I'm just like, as a communication and everything, it's just like, she's okay with just at least send me like a message a day so I know you're okay. And
I think
Yeah,
that's fair.
like, yeah,
I
so
get that.
I accepted that,
Yeah.
amendment to the whole thing, but it was just very new to me but it was a very true statement. It was like, you should be checking in on that person every day.
Yeah.
If they're worth anything to you, then yeah, you should just talk
Because
to
it
them.
shows you care, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you should care. I mean, do you care? Like,
So I'll
that's
tell you
the-
an example. So it really, like you said, it depends on the person and depends on the dynamic in a relationship. I know relationships where they will go an entire day without talking to each other, and they find it better because when they get home to each other, that's a little bit
They have
more
a
of
lot
an
to talk
advance.
about it.
Yeah, they have a lot more to talk about it. Whereas I've never been a person that would be okay with that. Like I want to check in midday with my man. I want to make sure he's okay. I want him to tell me if he's not okay. Like. And luckily, Pete and I are like that, which is funny because when I met him, he seemed so, I like my peace. I don't want a girl on top of me. I am my own person. Like, yeah, I'm going to be cool and nice to you and I'm going to put in effort. But when I need my space, I need my space. This is the look I had in my mind when I met him originally.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, no, this man is as obsessed as I am and I love it. But
mean,
it doesn't work for everybody,
It's funny. It's different for me. It's like now that obviously I've been married and this and that, is that we don't. There's definitely days where like outside of seeing her when she gets from work or when I do or whatever, right? It's like texting wise. If I'm like away on a trip, we might not message for almost like the whole trip, like the whole weekend. And everything.
Wow.
Like maybe like
I
once or
respect
twice we'll
it.
both check in, right? But when we were long distance, because when we dated, we were long distance for like 4 years. I built a habit of I'm not the greatest texter, but in that case, because I wanted it to work and I wanted to invest in it, I made a habit of like at a minimum, I would text good morning when I woke
Okay,
up.
that's
First thing in the
nice.
morning, just send a good morning if it's simple. If I didn't have anything more to say, or if we didn't talk for the rest of the day, like at least like at that
And the
back
time
forth.
difference too.
The time difference too. It's like to keep it up because we only had a 6 hour
6 hours,
window, like
I
a
have
6
that with
hour
my
window
parents.
really to overlap on that.
Yeah, it sucks.
So just building a habit like that,
Yeah.
especially when it's like someone you have no physical contact with, like I'm going to see her most likely every day.
Yeah. I feel like again, you guys
Yeah.
have been together for 8 years, so it's also different. Probably I'll get to the point with Pete where we're not going to talk throughout the day either because we're going to see each other at home every single night.
You understand, you're focusing on your things
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I don't think there's a wrong answer, but I know you're like not really
Used to.
used to that, like the communication, like constant communication with someone because you've
Well, I mean, like I think I definitely improved in certain senses.
no, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
no,
wrong
no,
or anything.
Yeah, no, but with my mother, I'll say it like this: with my mother, it's I usually don't have a conversation unless I need to. I mean, sometimes out of the blue, like maybe once a month or something, and then I send her a message.
Wow.
It's like, "Hey, how are you? Love you." Just to chat. But we always end at least with a conversation with "I love you," like,
Yeah,
which is
that's
weird.
good.
Like I did that with some of my homies, and then they were just like looking at me. We were like, because their parents don't even tell them that.
Are they
True.
Latinos too, or
No,
that's what I'm
no,
saying.
that's
You have
it.
a culture
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Where it's
kind
just
of like in Poland. We always say "I love you."
You got to
Yeah.
normalize loving
And
their brothers.
Exactly. It's just like it's not so for them to at least experience that and then just come back to it and just be like, oh shit, like it's cool to just say I love you to somebody because you don't know when's the last time you'll speak to them. You don't know if it's something that they need to hear as well.
And also, like in our culture, we have specific words when we care about a friend.
Oh yeah.
You know, versus like
you don't tell them te amo.
We won't say like we won't say to a friend it's like ay te amo mucho. No, it's like no. It's like you quiero mucho, man. It's like
like
I
it's
care
more
about
cool.
you a lot, or like we have more specific words for like friends.
Same in Poland.
I mean, I still say.
Or in
te
English
amo.
is love.
Yeah. I mean, for English, absolutely, I still keep it to just love.
Well, love is really the only way you can say about it.
Yeah, I care about you. Yeah, you could say that, but
it's not the same.
No, it's not.
Not
but
the same.
I definitely do. I still say that in Spanish, te amo, but not more to my family than.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, te quiero, amigo. Like, I care about you, man.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I mean, just thinking about it, like, there's definitely variety there.
I also think that it's like, since I was little, maybe because I'm the only child, like, I had to communicate with my parents, like, at minimum, if I was outside, at minimum, like, if I change the location, I need to let them know. I wake up, I let them know I'm alive. I go to sleep, I say good night. As an adult, it's a little bit different, but I do text them every single day. Well, that's also because they're far away, and I see them twice a year. So
my mom is so cute. So for a while, when I moved out, she would try to not text me, even though she wanted to. Like because she was always like, oh, he might be working. I don't want to be like a pain or interrupt or this or that. So
cute.
she waits for me to contact her, and I had more or less of a similar kind of like, if I need to, I'll message, but like I'm trying to make an effort to communicate, but like I'm honest with myself. I'm not the greatest, but I'm trying to be better, right?
No, he's terrible.
I am terrible. I own it, understand.
Terrible.
I'm trying to be better, though.
Yeah.
I make efforts.
Can't be great at everything.
Yeah.
You can improve, though.
Oh, whatever. He's trying.
like I've improved a little bit.
You've definitely gone down the last couple months as far as like communication is just like, it's just been horrendously going worse.
Just call him.
I'm trying, but you know what?
No,
I have.
You listen to at least the like, hey.
I own it.
I hear.
Like when
exactly.
you rig it up, I own it.
Yeah, not like it was just like 2 days ago. I told him, I was like, yo, bro, like we were supposed to be in a meeting at 10 o'clock. It's already 12. Like,
what's happening?
Yeah, like if you're busy, that's cool.
Just
like,
let me know.
Exactly. And then, but I figured he would, and then like eventually he just
I got
messaged.
back to you, and
he was just he couldn't sleep last night, and then he was
I
just
went
tired.
and took a nap, and that nap turned into like a 4-hour siesta.
You needed it sometimes.
No, again, that's why.
So I immediately messaged like, "Oh shoot, I'm so sorry." This and that. Like you own up, and it's like, "Hey, didn't no intent." But like with my mom, we had a conversation. I was just like, "Hey, do not worry. If I don't, I'll respond when I can respond. If I am working, you call, you text when you feel like it. Because I understand you worry and you're thinking about me, and I will never feel bad about getting a text message at work.
Yeah, just reach out. If you feel
so
that
it's
way.
like, if you're thinking about it, now she does like all the time. She'll be like random like thoughts. It'll be like it's like I hope you're bundling up. This cold is crazy.
Oh, you guys have to think about it this way too. Like they're older and they are lonely usually. Like even what I'm saying. Like like for instance with my parents. Yeah. I left when I was 18 years old. Ever since then, they feel like there's a bird missing out of their nest, which is a fact. But sometimes my dad is more emotional too than my mom.
My dad is just trying to kick me out the nest.
No, my dad was like,
the opposite.
No, it's opposite. It's literally the opposite. He's like, did you forget you have a father? And I'm like, Dad, the freaking phone works both ways. If you miss me, just call me. Like, my life is more hectic than yours. You just go to work, come back, and watch movies. Like, I have 3 jobs. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that I don't love you and I don't care. Like, if you have the need. Yeah, exactly. So I finally that was a battle for 10 years. And now I'm like, okay, yes, we're on the same page. Like, if he wants to talk to me, he calls me. Yeah. If I can't answer, I can't answer. If I can, then I answer him, text message quick. Hey, I'll call you in an hour. And the communication has been lovely. But, I just know that parents miss us,
I will have to compliment you. You are really good at Lisa saying, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
You are really good at that.
Thank you.
There you go. Compliments for Poe.
I usually get shit on, so this is nice.
No, but we should acknowledge
each
our
other's
And
little
we do
strengths.
good things
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
want to encourage
Little
also positive
victories.
actions.
Yeah, I think I told that to somebody recently where it's just like talk the good into people and push the good out like as
You
much as you
want
can.
you want certain good habits to continue, you should reinforce them
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just as equally
yeah,
as addressing the bad habits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like good job today on
Because it
this.
points
So
This
people in the
particular.
direction
reassurance
that you
goes
want
a
them to
long
go in.
way. Pete always tells me that.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
crazy because I was never really raised with, like, yeah, my parents tell me like you're good at this, go and do this, but like it was never like words of affirmation.
Yep.
Mhm.
It was never my thing. Like it was never my love language. I didn't need it because I was self motivated. I was self disciplined because I come from a very like strict family, and also playing sports and being an athlete. It's like you gotta do it. Like no bullshit, no sugarcoating. Like you want to be the best, you go and work. You know. But then Pete is more of like a reassurance type of
Well,
guy.
there's a difference. It's like, so Elusa explained it to me like this once because
Mhm.
doesn't like, she doesn't like when people say, it's like, wow, you're so smart. Of
Yeah, I
course you
hate
did
that
it.
too. It's so weird. I hate
You
it.
know, so it's like, but the thing is, she got encouragement, but she always got encouragement, not because it's something that it's like personal to her, but because it's like, oh, you're really good at mathematics, so you should become a computer scientist. You should do this. It was more so adults seeing a potential skill in you, and they're elevating the skill, but they're not elevating you per se. They don't care that, like, do you even care about mathematics? Do you even care about wanting to do that? No, that was never the question. It's,
Yeah.
hey, you have a natural knack at this, do that.
Do that.
Because, like, I'm not asking you what you want to do. It's like, do that. That's what you're good at.
That's
Do that.
gonna make you money. I don't
And
care if you like it or not.
yeah, that type
Yep.
of thing. So it's not about like encouraging the person. It's about encouraging this. So
We need to get like an Asian person on this podcast.
oh yeah, like
I
so
want to hear the
because
take
that
of what they have
Yeah.
to go
because that's
through
like
as a
that
grown.
level. Because
Yeah.
she being Russian, it's like that's kind of partially
Yeah.
what they deal with, you know.
Yeah.
And now she's a computer scientist and everything. But like we had those conversations because I do it more like encouraging her. It's like, hey, you went through like a lot of struggle for this. I know that. It's just she's like, I really appreciate hearing that way more. Because she's like, I
Yeah.
hate when I talk to my dad because she's like, my dad was just gonna say, it's like, well, of course. It's like, oh, congrats. Of course you got it. You're so smart. That's a good done deal. And she's like, it's like for her, she feels like it's discrediting all the actual work
Yeah.
and like the wanting to quit so many times but not quitting type of thing. It's
Yeah.
like it's not natural. Like I do
Yeah.
have an affinity to it, but it's not without like you're not acknowledging like it came to me. It
So
didn't.
so that's good. So you guys balance each other out. That
Yeah.
you're able to give her.
But
what you-
that's what I'm saying. It's like what you're saying, like the whole thing, like with the encouragement you got versus like the encouragement Pete got.
Yeah,
It's like
two
there's
different
two
ones.
very different things. Like with I feel like with Latino families, we're more about like, hey, are you good as a person? You know,
which I respect and I appreciate
versus being like so uberly practical. Like you need to be an Olympian by the time you're 18.
that. Yeah.
Type of thing. Of course, there's also the spectrum on both sides.
Yeah.
I've seen Spanish families that are very much like, no, you need to make money. You need to
True.
be practical.
I mean, Filipinos are the Asian Latinos, and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
you got to be a nurse or a doctor. I mean, Asians are typically towards that push of just like
Yeah.
I mean, why are you thinking it's just like Filipinos nurses? Yes, 100%.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking about Asian Latinos, and for some reason my brain went, but they're not Latino. No, it's like, oh, yes, you are right. That's how you would say it. They're Asian, but they're like the Latinos of the Asian.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you say. Yeah.
yeah.
My brain thought it should have been reversed, but you were right.
I mean, they
That's
were
what the face
yeah,
was.
they were
Sorry.
ruled by Spanish colonizers.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and they mixed in
Yeah.
a little
Took
bit.
a second, my
Yeah,
brain too.
Yeah,
That's what that
yeah,
face was.
Of course,
Yeah, I've heard that they
they're
are
Pacific
Asian Latinos.
Islanders
Yeah.
though. Yeah. But let's get to some Reddit stories.
Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got kids in the
Into it.
cafe, so we gotta watch out.
Oh.
I mean, my stories are good.
Mine
Yeah.
are definitely not. So let me.
not-
Oh, I have one, so I'll keep to that one.
Oh, you have
Ah,
one? You have a good one?
yeah, one that isn't. They'll get
This
Poe
isn't
mad.
crazy.
Okay,
It's gonna get me mad.
Oh, it's gonna
Ooh.
get you mad.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, am I the asshole for shredding my fiance's prom picture?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
'cause
what
he was
prom
with the,
is?
Yeah.
No fingers. There's kids. So my fiance kept a box over the years of memories and stuff she has. She's been collecting memories in it since she was like 10. Cute, I guess. Seems more like hoarding. Yeah, seems more like hoarding to me. But if she likes it, I like it. Cool.
That's so messed up.
Okay.
With you on that
Yeah.
one.
She's told me it's very private and I'm not allowed to go through it unless she wants me to.
Hmm.
I've probably seen only 3 things in it like 3 times ever. However, I came upstairs a couple days ago and she was on the floor looking through it. She hears me come in and she turns around all excited and tells me, "Look," showing me a picture she'd forgotten existed. It's her at her prom when she was 15.
Oh.
She's in the pale yellow dress and she's cuddled up against some guy in a blue shirt with his tie matching her dress. They're both beaming in the picture and it's got a banner over the top saying Prom 2007.
Nice.
Wow, that's my prom. Yeah, I'm that old. She rubs the picture fondly, like it's
Aw.
some dead relative, and says something about how much she loves it. I thought it was pretty rude because I'm standing there and she's telling me about how much she loved going on a date with another guy. I told her, "Oh, it got you pissed? Oh, what?"
I'm not pissed, but I'm like, really, bro?
Oh, hold on. It gets better. So yeah, I thought it was pretty rude because I'm standing there and she's telling me about how much she loved going on a date with another guy. I told her that kind of hurts my feelings, and she laughed and says, "I love the picture, not the guy in it." I
Yeah.
said I don't like hearing her talk about her ex, and she goes, "I was 15. The relationship barely counted.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy and it was a nice event. That's all it was."
Good
Yeah.
memory.
I got tired of hearing her talk about happy times with somebody else, so I left the room. She didn't really get why I was upset, but she dropped it, and I guess it was over. Oh, she went out the other day, not breaching the lockbox, and I came across the box again in our cup holder. Cup hoard?
Cup
Okay.
holder.
Cupboard. That's it.
Cupboard.
Yeah, he spelled it weird. I figured she didn't really need the old memories anymore, so I took out the prom picture and I ran it through our shredder. No big deal.
Sucks.
She comes back home, comes into the room, and immediately asks why the shredder is plugged in, seeing as we barely use it. I told her I was just tossing away old junk that we don't need.
As
And
girls are not smart, and she will find out.
hey, who's speaking? There we go.
I would be livid. Livid.
Yeah. And she asked me what exactly I tossed away, and I told her old pictures and stuff. So she opens the shredder and starts taking out strands of the picture, and she turns to me and starts yelling, "Did you shred my prom picture?" And so she runs over to the cupboard,
Yeah,
and
cupboard.
starts digging through the box and throws the whole thing on the floor when she finds it's gone. And she's all teary now and she's yelling at me,
Valid.
asking why I did it and saying that the guy didn't really mean anything to her anymore. If it didn't mean anything to her, she doesn't need reminders of him. She tidied up the mess she made and now she's gone and put a lock on the box and called me impossibly selfish. She's been refusing to cook for me and do stuff now, telling me that
Eddie
she'll
Poe, welcome to my team, girl.
telling me that she'll never take me seriously when I apologize for what I've done. Okay, sure, I shouldn't have gone through her box, but I didn't do anything. She's basically just keeping junk around for nothing. I did her a favor. So seeing as it's such a big deal now,
Loser.
am I the asshole?
100%. 1000%.
Yeah.
I would be so livid.
Okay, that's the
As-
most emotion Victor's ever given.
Oh,
So yeah.
so livid.
him, he's like,
"I
love my prom."
as a person who also I really value like my old pictures. and
You're
You
stuff
are a
sentimental,
hoarder.
yeah.
You are on the,
I
on
wouldn't
the
call-
That's
level
not a
of hoard.
hoarder.
No,
Exactly,
hold
thank
on,
you.
hold on. I'm not talking about just sentimental. He hoards other shit that I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
like, yo, bro, that's trash. Like literally, he saved like like the gaffer
Valid.
tape.
There's trinkets and stuff.
There's
there.
gaffer tape that was at the very end. Whoa, we gotta
still
use
usable. It's still
Look, I'm like,
usable.
Well, I'm the same way though. I don't waste
Yeah,
nothing.
but
I waste a lot. I don't mind. Like
Yeah.
if there's
That's
a
the
roll,
Western culture
sure.
breathing through.
yeah. But either way, like outside the
Yeah.
junk, I
Yeah,
get
yes.
that. I also
If it
be
was actual junk, I'd be like, yeah, but that's
but like
sentimental.
photos, sentimental stuff,
Yeah.
especially that is like also, first of all, it's just her property. You have no right
Yeah.
to determine what someone's stuff is useful or not. You're just insecure about it. It bothers you, so you got rid of it in the most pettiest way possible. And so that's all that was. So it's 100% the a-hole in that one. But yeah, no, yeah, I would just be livid. There's no right on that.
Yeah, no, I
reaction
love
was valid.
collecting memories. Just like taking pictures is something like important to me, and I've even dealt with past relationships where people are like, taking pictures, why are you always on your phone, like this is stupid. Maybe your short-term memories great, mine is not. So like anytime I am in a moment that I want to remember, I'm gonna take a picture, or I'm gonna collect something. Like you go on vacation, you grab magnets, like the Ray magnets, the fridge magnets. It is all memories, and like you said, this was her property. It's similar to the last episode we did with the mother-in-law throwing out the furniture and blah blah. Like, don't touch my shit. It's really that simple. Like, if it bothers you, it bothers you. It's something mine. Don't touch it.
Also,
period.
if you've been in a relationship for a little while, you should be comfortable talking about past relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, if you're not like the person's going on about it, like fantasizing about the old relationship and stuff, like, okay, yeah, you can address it. But you should be able to openly at least conversate and reminisce about, hey, that was a good time. I enjoyed my proms, like this and that. But like, you should be able to talk without being bothered.
Well, she said she was 15, which I thought.
No, I'm talking about like at the moment when she posted the Reddit story. Like, how old were they? Or are they now?
It doesn't say that.
It's probably like, let's assume she posted in within the 2020s. So at that point, it's already like almost 15 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like we were children, really. Like,
well, I mean, outside of children, it's just like you guys said. It's a memory for her to cherish, to enjoy about
regardless
her past.
If the box is locked or not, it's still her box.
Yeah, her box. Got it. But there is an update though that I do want to let you guys know.
That was the update.
Very, very short update. So we're not getting married. Hope you all are happy. I'm not, and never was abusive. F off. Stop DMing me.
So got to see that the internet seemed to agree with us.
Oh, 100%. If you went down the list of the comments, dude.
Just desserts. Yeah. And then the worst sign is you still were not able to take accountability and understand what you did.
Yeah. I mean, it's
He's dying on that hill.
Yeah, definitely.
And it cost him. Like you said, I don't mind talking to, like, if I'm dating somebody, I don't mind talking to them about, like, their past. Like, or whoever they were, because now everything that happened to them is what led them to me. So I need to appreciate whoever it was, as long as they didn't hurt them in some capacity, then, I appreciate, thank you for making this person.
Story.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right, I'm going now.
Go for it.
I found a somewhat normal one. Cop pulled me over and I called 911 and lied to get out of going to jail.
You say 911?
That's what it says.
911.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying. I was pointing out. You say 911.
Sorry. Well, 911. I'm like, okay. But it is 911. I know. I just called.
That's what she meant to say. That's what I was pointing out.
Oh, my bad.
No, she called
911.
Well, I just okay.
That's a clip right there.
No,
that's why I had to point that out.
Don't. It is 911. I just called 911. Don't ask me why. Okay. Cop pulled me over and I called 911 and lied to get out of going to jail. When I was 19, I was running late to work in my tiny POS economy car. POS?
Piece of.
What?
Piece of shit.
Oh, okay. In my tiny POS economy car and on fumes of gas. I didn't come to a complete stop on a right turn. Lights behind me, so I pulled over. I know I've barely got any gas at all and was almost to a gas station. Hence why I rolled through the stop a little bit, trying not to have the car die. At the time, around 1995, a new digital phone had come out called Voice Team, now T-Mobile. And their whole big thing was the phones were digital and not cellular. They were the first phones with caller ID, and one of the big things that salesmen had said over and over was since it was digital, the signal couldn't be triangulated.
Oh, yeah, triangulated.
Triangulated or traced. Not that I cared, but it stuck in my mind. Well, as I gave the cop my license, registration, and insurance card, I got an idea. I knew if I was late to work, I was going to lose my job. They were super strict there. So I get an idea, and right after I hand the papers to the cop and he's walking back to his cruiser, I called 911 and tell the operator I just saw a guy with what looked like a shotgun walk into a 7-Eleven that was about 2 blocks away. I confirmed the address, then I hung up.
Oh my God, that's genius. Like, terrible, but genius.
Don't do it. But.
Yeah. I'm not recommending it, but yeah.
About 30 seconds later, the cops comes sprinting to my car and hands me all my stuff and rushed says, "Come to a complete stop next time." Then peels off to the direction of the store. Pushed my car to the gas station. Then I had almost made it to and felt pretty pleased with my ingenuity. Ingenuity?
Ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yes. I was an idiot and I confess. Edit. Whoa, this blew up. I forgot to mention I would have gotten arrested, booked, and released because I was driving with a suspended license for unpaid traffic tickets. And I had a bench warrant for it because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been just a few minutes late to work. The job was a physical high turnover one that didn't tolerate much. So yeah, but that's the
So you got out of a crime by committing a crime.
Yeah.
Because that also, people, that is illegal. False reports to 911
Yeah.
is very
Isn't that crazy?
illegal.
I applaud that.
And I just feel like
Yeah,
you think you get away with shit until you don't. It still catches up to you every single time.
not every time.
It will eventually.
No, it hasn't.
I don't know.
I mean, for me.
For you?
Yeah.
But you still have
Is there
plenty
something
of
you wanna
life
say?
to live.
No, I'm
Anything
just saying.
you wanna
I
make
got
online?
away with it. So just
No,
saying.
yeah,
Is
I
this
know-
your
I know
Reddit
people.
story? Did you write this?
that would be funny. So,
I know a lot of people that got away with a lot of shit,
Yeah.
but your life is still going. I'm not wishing anything bad upon anybody, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's ways of, if you didn't learn and you're continuing doing fucked up shit, then that
well,
fucked up shit catch up
saying
to
I
you.
continue doing it.
No,
I
no, I'm
don't
not saying you.
condone
I'm
it,
saying
No,
yeah.
but
about.
I'm just saying, in general, it's just like sometimes you just do something and you get away with it, take it to your grave. That's a blessing from God.
So-
God just gave you an out.
What was the initial question? She's saying was
That
she in the
wasn't a
wrong
question,
for
it's a
that?
confession.
Oh, it was a confession.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 Crazy.
Definitely a confession.
That's
Hey,
ballsy confession.
worked
And
out.
even, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's
worked
like if it
out.
worked out, just keep yourself low at that point and just
Don't do
thanks.
it again.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, when people get away with shit, they try to test it again and do it again.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
people. The smart people actually know.
not to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't test
I'm
the
not gonna do this.
God's will.
Understand? I got
and
lucky,
power.
and I'm not testing luck. You
Yeah.
should never test your luck.
No.
That's how gambling works.
Vic, your story.
Yeah. So this one's a little more simple, but I feel like we can all relate to this.
Oh, okay.
On like at least a business standpoint. So, am I the jerk for refusing? Am I the jerk?
I
You
do
like
that
the
too. I'm like,
rewind?
blah, blah, blah.
The rewind, yeah. Am I the jerk for refusing to keep doing my cousin's hair for free after she told people I was overcharging her?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hit me.
So I do hair on the side. I'm not in a salon or anything. I just learned from YouTube and practice, and honestly, I feel like I've gotten really good at it. Braids, twists, silk presses, protective styles, all of it.
Okay. Go girl.
It's something I enjoy to do, and I do it from my apartment on weekends when I have time. So my cousin started coming to me about a year ago, asking if I could do her hair, and she has 2 daughters and wanted all 3 of them done. I said sure, and because she's family, I did it for free every time for a whole year.
Ooh.
Yep. At first, it was like once a month, which was fine, and then it turned into every other week. Then she started showing up with her friends' kids too, asking if I could just squeeze them in real quick. My whole Saturday eventually was gone. Sometimes Sunday too.
Why would
I'm
you say
talking
yes to it?
8, 9. Well, this is like scope creep, where it's like she slowly. It's like, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing.
No,
and
but I
eventually-
would cut that right away. But
Well,
anyway, go on.
You're smart in certain ways like that, but you have good boundaries. Is what I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Then
Compliment. There you go.
My whole Saturday, yeah, it was okay. Sometimes Sunday too. I'm talking 8, 9 hours on my feet doing heads for free, while she sat on my couch watching TV on my phone. I finally told her I needed to start charging something. Not even full price, just like $30 a head to cover the products I was using, because at this rate, the stuff isn't cheap and I was going through it fast.
Yep.
So $30 for hours of work, I don't think it was too bad. She lost it on me. She said I was being money obsessed and that real family doesn't keep a tab. Then I found out she told people at a family cookout, that I was trying to overcharge her for basic hairstyles. Overcharge $30.
And their family?
for cousins, for braids that take 3 hours to do per head.
That's like $300 right now.
After that, I told her, I'm done. Don't ask me anymore.
Good.
Go to a salon, see what they charge you, and then think about what I was offering.
Perfect.
Am I the jerk?
No,
obviously not.
Yeah.
I will say, as an esthetician, I don't even, like, there's no such thing for me as like, oh, come because you're my friend, I'm going to do your face. Well, that's going to sound terrible. I'm going to give you a no, because D's going to flip it.
I already heard it.
Or whatever. I'm going to.
Just go ahead.
Give you a facial for free because I'm not. And you, as my friend, should support my business if you want me to perform a facial on you and not look for discounts because you're my friend, you're my family. You're not here to get discount because you're my family. You're here to help me build that business in a way, you know? Like, I don't think people should expect anything for free. And if she was doing something for free, short term, great, appreciate it, and then throw her a tip. Do something like, or cover her cost of the products at least, you know? Even when I was starting being an esthetician, I would train on people and I wouldn't charge them for services, but I would just be like, hey, if you don't mind either following and tagging me or reposting my content, or even if you can afford, like if you can just cover my products, $30-$50, like please go for it, because at the end of the day you're getting a free service that costs $200. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
$30 is a steal because like you said, it costs you, like even for me, like a basic haircut that
what is it, $40?
It's $45-$50.
Yeah,
you know, and with tip you're like already like it's almost like $60.
$60,
like just to trim up my beard and my head.
And you guys do it pretty often. I mean, I don't know about you, but Pete goes like once a week. You do too, no?
Well, since I've been growing out my hair, now I spread it out further. Just because I don't need to.
Yeah, and you guys have nice hair. You should
I do it like once a month. So
okay. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
No, but it adds up.
But it's relatable, really, for us too, because as photographers and videographers, your first starts and all that is really free work. Like
you're building up a portfolio. You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a part of the beginning of it.
And I sort of feel in the sense of like I just wish she didn't do a whole year. I mean,
and also set the boundary that the second she started to bring friends, kids, and stuff, it's like that's what it been. It's like, hey, I'm happy to do this for you and even your daughters, but if you're gonna, I can't do outside people for the deal that I give you. They're outside people.
Some people have a hard time saying no, and that's like one of the biggest lessons
really what
for
it
her.
And I thought like hustler mentality is just like, hey, listen, I see you bringing in other people. Let's do this. Let's get in business. Every person you bring in, I give you $5. I'm charging whatever, and then
here's a discount. Referral.
You're
I
getting
have that.
Exactly. You're getting something. I'm getting something.
And we've done that before.
Something,
it's exchange of energy. I love that.
And that's beautiful.
It's unfortunate to see that sometimes, you know, like we work with some people on a friendly base, you know, like for free, especially if they were early on and this and that. But it's like it gets to a difficult moment where it's like people don't understand too. They just keep taking it for granted. You know, and then it gets to a point where it's like that scope creep. It's like, oh, let's change this a little bit here. And it always starts out like, you know, you think it's like, okay, it's not a big deal. I can bring this extra piece of gear for that. Oh, I can do this. It's like, okay, I can spend a little more time to do this in addition. But then like business eventually grows naturally. Your time becomes more valuable and more limited. And they're not willing to accept that you grew past the point that like, I don't really have the time to dedicate so much free time to you, or it's like, hey, it's like I can't really afford to give you this for free anymore. It's like, and it's unfortunate to see them like now blow up in your face like, hey, you know, it's like
now you're charging me even though you didn't.
It's like, no, it's and especially to go as far as overcharging and like really like say I'm taking advantage of you. It's like, what part of this is taking advantage? I'm still giving you a deal, you know.
Wait, have you guys had a situation where at the beginning of Vision Maker Productions.
Thank you.
Sorry, I always mess it up somehow.
You're good. You're good.
When you were doing free content to build up a portfolio, let's say.
Still doing it.
Right, but okay.
But go into new avenues.
The point is like, let's say you were doing free content for a person or a business, and then you eventually started telling them like, hey, now we need to charge you because the business is growing. I have limited time. Like I'm getting pulled left and right with the projects. If you want me to continue to be your vision, making your content for you, then I'm going to have to like start charging you for something. Has that ever happened to you where that person was like, yeah, no, I don't, no, I'm good then. Like, and they went somewhere else? Because it happened to me. That's what I'm asking.
I've had both in the good way and the bad way. I mean, I know, and I'm sure you have your own stories with it too, but I've had people where it's like, hey, for right now, this is what it's going to be. Like, hey, this is the price now. And they're like, oh, okay, great. And then you don't hear from them. And that's it. You know, they'll either go another route or something like that. And hey, it is what it is. But I've also had experiences where I started with one client just to start out at like a super low ball. Like it wasn't free, but it was super low ball. And then I naturally was like every year just like, hey, this is going to be the new rate. And it wasn't like astronomical, but it was a steady increase. It was definitely a big like an increase. And they grew with us up to a certain point, and then eventually
moved on or whatever.
They moved on because leadership changes, other things.
Well, also
like that,
people have certain budgets, but I'm talking about like free to like small fee. You know, like I've had friends, literally friends that I've taken for free. Granted, again, I was doing free content on them. They sign a waiver that I can video them and post on social media. So it definitely helped. But I was just like, at least, I don't know, maybe because I have been in the service industry my whole life, give me something.
I think
you know what I'm saying? You're getting a free
board. Service and artists in general.
It's so
Unfortunately,
crazy.
the people you expect to support you, usually your closest friends and family, are at the same time, for some reason, thinking like, oh, you're in business? I get to reap the benefits of having a business owner friend. And they think that's the default. And I don't know if it's like a societal thing. It's like, or like you just don't understand until you are a business owner. That the second you're a business owner doesn't mean that you automatically are rolling in it. You know, and that
or you don't make money for so long until you
it's
make
like
profit
a starving
from
artist. So it's like, if you're an artist too, it's like friends are like, oh, okay, I get free tickets to your show, your local rock band show, where you're trying to push as hard as you can to at least get the minimum sale of 15 tickets. And it's like they want free tickets out of that. You know, it's like, I really need you to like actually pay for these so I can meet my minimum. You know, it's like, but you don't, or like you draw things like, oh, can I get a free commission? Like I want a drawing like this. It's like I love it to have it for my artist friend, when it really should be the opposite. And often strangers, the people who get to know you as the artist and become a fan, they're your biggest supporters.
I agree.
You know, and they're willing to pay whatever, you know, to like get you be a part of the journey.
I mean, yeah, it's tricky when it comes down to money. Like once everything comes down to money, then it becomes something of.
But it doesn't have to be money. It could be exchange of services or exchange of
a referral
energy.
program's a great idea of that.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like even with me, hairdresser. Like my hairdresser, she charges me barely anything for what I get. And then she comes and I charge her barely anything for a facial, and it's an exchange of services. So we just cover costs. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be monetary. Like, here's the money. You know.
But regardless of that, there's an exchange.
Always
like
should be
time or money or
like
whatever.
We've done it where it's like, okay, we'll go and do this thing, but they're gonna, you know, they give us reviews across the platforms. They're willing to do cross promote on their platform, stuff like that. It's like, okay, there's some exchange there at least.
I think like with free work, which you should always do, and by that I mean, like for us, I can't speak for
estheticians, but like in our industry, there is a place for it.
Where it's called spec work. Spec work allows you to just, hey, I want to go into this. For me personally,
enter new industries.
I want to be more into products. Like that's generally what I want to jump into more. So like
making content for products.
Like specifically a video on a product.
Okay, gotcha.
Like ads and stuff like that for like a product, like a video of like a drink or chocolates or whatever the shit is.
And in our industry, if you don't have examples of your work doing that, to get actual high level clients,
you have to
high ticket clients, it's like you're not going to get the work unless you have like, because that's what
you
people want to see. You need proof.
No, for sure.
And that's, you know, like for your esthetician position,
it's similar though.
You do need to showcase that stuff.
Like the before and after. How good am I? Because there's millions of estheticians. Why do people come to me though? You know?
Exactly.
So it's like we're even us at an established level where we have some steady clients and we have good portfolio work in certain industries. For us to venture in a new industry, it still requires a a baseline,
I
So
gotcha.
it's like, and
Okay.
that's where spec work comes in a lot,
And obviously, I think relationships with family, it becomes tricky.
Mm.
That's why they do say don't go into
Don't mix
relationship
family with
The business.
businesses or like friends with business, because
Yeah.
then it becomes really tricky. Like, oh, and I've seen it before where it just somebody steals money or somebody like
they see it as like your business moves. They see it as a direct reflection of the relationship,
yeah.
Which is
and
not
money
even.
moves are not relationship moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like a lot of times what I will say, like anytime you feel that type of way, is just speaking out and trying to find a solution that would be beneficial for everybody involved.
Yeah.
And if somebody at that point feels they're being taken advantage of, then it's okay to lose them. It's
Yeah.
okay to cut them. It's okay to just be like, listen, I'm just
Hold
not
the
gonna
boundary,
budge.
man.
Yeah,
Hold the boundary.
just continue. Because I remember even as a producer, like a music producer, like I made some beats, and then like some people heard it, like from I don't even know, North Carolina or somewhere,
Mhm.
and then they just were just like, hey, listen, I love the beats. I like
These beats.
yeah these beats, and then they were just like, but I don't want to pay, in which I was like, okay, well, you have a good following. We could do this. You can go on the beats, but I'm still getting my royalties. I'm still getting everything, like my
Yeah, yeah,
percentage
Yeah.
when it comes
yeah.
down to that. And he was just like, nah, I'm just going to get everything.
Oh.
Which was just
You want a full
appalling.
buyout? Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I was like,
which I was like, you want
I
my
want my cake and eat it too.
yeah, but like
We
the
don't
fact,
love that.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
like that you want also the 100% rights to this.
Yeah.
Like I understand.
Tell me you
you're
don't care about
talented.
me without telling me you don't care about me.
Yeah, like all respect to you, like that you're doing your thing, but I'm not gonna let you disrespect me in such a way. And
Yeah.
again, it's telling it in a nice way, a firm way, where it's just like, this is sorry, but that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna allow that to happen. So
Good.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
Boundaries.
exactly.
Yeah, but hey, if you're family or friends with a business owner or artist of any type,
Support.
the
Support
best
them.
way to support them is pay full price, send them reviews, do everything, even if it's a money issue, like they have a high ticket offer or something like. But don't badmouth them, especially if they've
Yeah.
been serving you for a year, and if they are willing to do free work for you, understand that it's a huge value,
Yeah.
and that's a huge privilege.
Appreciate
and,
it.
Appreciate it, and like find ways that you can
Yeah.
give back, because as the friends and families, we need your support the most. Come on, you need not just believe in us, but like do what you can.
Message. There you go.
And on that note,
yeah,
we'll see you guys.
next one.
Next
Is it? Wait, is it
week.
enough?
Yeah, that's we did all
Oh.
three stories. So
Well, I'm
Yeah.
saying, did
oh,
you check
definitely more
time?
than enough time. I think it's
Oh,
around 45
okay,
again.
cool, guys. Thanks for joining. No filter,
No
fear.
fear.
We'll catch
See
you
you
next
next week.
week.